What is the Book of Prophecies? Spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 1, Union Cross, and 3 ahead. The Book of Prophecies is a book written by the Master of Masters as a part of his plan to defeat darkness. Mom created a Keyblade, named No Name, in which he implanted his eye. With the gazing eye implanted, Mom could see any events unfolding in front of the Keyblade at any time. He gave this Keyblade to his apprentice Luciu with the intention that he would ensure the further passing down of the Keyblade generation over generation. Luciu was successful and Mom was able to transcribe the course this universe would take throughout time. However, Mom claims that the contents of this book are not what's important. The reason he created the book was so that he would have a waypoint to time travel to. For what reason? We're not sure yet. To what time does he want to travel? We don't know. However, we do see Mom talking to a young Xehanort encouraging him to follow the path of darkness. Maybe this was his plan. The book finishes with a statement describing that in the end, darkness will prevail and light expire. While writing the book, Mom did allow darkness to get a peek. We don't know the extent of what darkness saw in the book. However, we do know that they saw that Ventus would harbor darkness far into the future. Throughout the course of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, the Book of Prophecies took on an important role to the citizens of Daybreak Town, an ancient town full of young Keyblade wielders. The Book of Prophecies was used to project worlds from the future, such as Wonderland and Olympus Coliseum, for the Keyblade wielders to explore. It was also used to project Heartless from the future for the wielders to fight, which would allow them to collect light. However, because these were not real Heartless, the light they were collecting wasn't light stolen by the Heartless, but the light of the world itself. Mom gave a copy of the book to all of his apprentices, the foretellers, except for Luciu, and disappeared, leaving them to lead Daybreak Town. Each foreteller would have their own union to lead in their goal to gather light in order to prevent the extinction of light. Mom purposefully left out a page from each of their books. Gula's book was the only one that retained this lost page, which described the existence of a traitor amongst the apprentices. This lost page was the catalyst for tension among the foretellers, who led their individual unions to hoard and gather more and more light. This eventually resulted in a Keyblade War. All of this was part of the Master of Masters' plan. Ava, one of the foretellers, prepared a group of Keyblade wielders to travel to a data backup of Daybreak Town to escape the Keyblade War and preserve the light. This group was named the Dandelions. She recruited 5 wielders to lead these Dandelions, one of which, Brain, she gave her copy of the Book of Prophecies. Before escaping the destruction of Data Daybreak Town, Brain passed his copy of the book to Ephemer, who would go on to found this town of Scala ad Kylum. Brain then time traveled to a future version of Scala ad Kylum, where a person named Sigurd was waiting for him. He knew Brain would show up at that exact time, which must mean that he, or someone he knows, has access to the Book of Prophecies. While all of this was transpiring, Maleficent, following her defeat in Kingdom Hearts 1, briefly time traveled back to the ancient Daybreak Town where she learned of the Book of Prophecies. Having a great desire for the power this book held to predict the future and project fake versions of worlds, she spent most of Kingdom Hearts 3 looking for the Black Box, an artifact that she believed held the book. I don't think the box holds the book, but no one really has any idea what's in the box, so we won't get into that. Towards the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, the universe succumbs to the ending predicted in the Book of Prophecies when the Guardians of Light are defeated at the Keyblade Graveyard. On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire. However, Sora, abusing the power of waking, overwrote this change of events, ultimately defeating Xehanort and the real Organization 13. Starting with Kingdom Hearts 4, we are fully in uncharted territory. Time has extended past the ending of the Book of Prophecies. The book will probably, however, feature strongly in Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, a mobile game that will likely come out this year.